All right, folks, we have a red alert. I repeat, we have a red alert, and this is regarding the silver market. Right now, um, the silver price is absolutely, just completely ridiculous compared to, what's compared to the reality. Okay, so right now, the last time I checked, the gold silver price, the gold silver ratio. Excuse me, I'm a lot of stuff going on in my head, so I can't quite articulate myself properly. But the gold silver ratio is at 92 to 1, which means that comparing troy ounce to troy ounce, you can for one gold coin, you can exchange it for 92 silver coins. An unusual dynamic, considering that early in history, according to the research done by silver expert David Morgan, the ratio, the natural ratio found on the surface of the earth is 12 to 1. And historically, this natural ratio has risen to 16 to 1, maybe 20 to 1. And in the last couple of years, we've seen that go up to as high as 50, 60 to 1. And now at 92 to 1, it's ridiculous. To give you some perspective, we're talking about a ratio. We're very much at multi-year highs. Okay, that's one thing. But the absolute highest that I believe this gold silver ratio has been is around 98, maybe 99 to 1. Okay, and that occurred many years ago. So we're not that far away from reaching and breaking an all-time record if this situation doesn't somehow resolve itself. And I really don't anticipate that this dynamic will continue, because it's ridiculous. I mean, near all-time historical highs. This ratio has been tracked for centuries, and and that's the context. Centuries, not decades. Centuries. Okay, this ratio has been tracked, and it's the highest. Imagine this is the highest since mankind has deployed a market value to these commodities. It's the first time. This is the first time in human history that the ratio could be 100 to 1. Folks, that just doesn't make sense. Now, I'm not trying to sway you from whatever other investments that you have going on. You want to get into the stocks, get into the stocks. You want to get into cryptos, get into cryptos. I'm not trying to dissuade you from those choices. What I am trying to say is that the silver market specifically, okay, and there's other precious metals. I'm looking at platinum as well, as grossly undervalued. But for right now, in terms of practicality, in terms of what you can get right now, in terms of the relative size, the volume of the market, the silver market is a fairly robust market. A lot of trading compared to platinum. That's why I'm not really talking about platinum right now, even though that is still grossly undervalued. Okay, silver is a much more practical market. You can go to any gold or silver coin broker, and you can get government minted silver coins, or you can get generic silver rounds, generic silver bars, what have you. It's a fairly practical market. What I am suggesting is that this dynamic, this trend of grossly undervalued silver prices, I don't think it can last, considering the craziness that is going on in the financial markets. Now, of course, things are dynamic, things are variable, things are moving around in multiple places, and the people who have been pushing silver for the last couple of years, and I've also pushed silver and silver mining stocks, and those folks, including me, have been wrong. Okay, in terms of the timing, that kind of stuff happens. But this airplane fly by. That kind of stuff happens, all right? It's just the reality of the markets. But right now, with the gold silver ratio being so completely unhinged from any semblance of rationality or reality, I think it just makes a whole lot of sense to get into silver. It's just my thoughts. It's my red alert. I don't usually issue these red alerts. I just kind of keep quiet, but I think the situation is just so ridiculous that you've got to take a look at the silver market. I know that right now Bitcoin is gaining a lot of the attention, but look into the silver market. That's the real value here.